Wealth, fame, more wealth. Gold Roger, the king of the pirates, attained this and everything else the world had to offer. Before dying, his last words drove countless souls to the seas.
You want my bloodline stars? I mean treasure. You can have it. I left it all in one place. Now you just have to find it. Unless I already drank it all.
This began the time known as the Great Pirate Era. A couple years later, we see a young boy, Luffy, trying to flex in front of a pirate named Shanks. After failing horribly, he drowns his sorrows in orange juice when some gangsters pull up and try to talk some mad shit about Shanks. He just says whatever and forgets about it, but Luffy is now angry. Why did you just let him do that to you?
What do you think I care what a couple of illegal immigrants from the South Blue think about me?
You're a bad person.
And that's why I'm a pirate.
In frustration, Luffy decides to eat the nearest thing in sight, which just so happened to be a devil fruit, which made his body turn into rubber at the cost of losing his ability to swim. Well, shucks. With his newfound power, Luffy decides to show those gangsters a piece of his mind. This backfires horribly and he is now captured. Luckily, Shanks and his crew step in and beats most of them up, but the leader, who has Luffy, escapes to the ocean. However, a giant sea monster shows up and is about to eat both of them, but Shanks swoops in and gives the monster the 1,000-yard stare, scaring him off. However, Shanks ended up losing an arm in the process. Afterward, Luffy asks to set sail with Shanks, but he says no. But Shanks, I want to join the crew!
Oh my god, if I give you this hat, will you shut up?
Okay. Several years afterwards, a 17-year-old Luffy sets out on his quest and immediately gets caught in a whirlpool and is forced to hide in a barrel. He's then picked up by the pirate Alvida, and when some goons go to open the barrel, Luffy pops out. He then meets a kid named Kobe who says Luffy's pretty alright and tells him his dream. So what's your dream? I want to be a Marine!
Why'd you just say that?!
After showing Living La Vida Loca what for, the two head to a Marine base where they meet a bounty hunter named Zoro, who is being held captive by the Marines. So, why are you all tied up here?
I called the warden's son a homo.
Oh. Wanna join my crew?
Sure, got nothing better to do.
So together they bust out of the base and the two set off on their journey.
Wait, are you really just leaving me here?
Luffy and Zoro end up in Orange Town, where they meet a navigator named Nami, who Luffy tries to raise up into joining their crew, but Nami says she hates pirates and is then attacked by the future king of the pirates, Buggy the Clown. After a Gum Gum Havoc shotgun, Buggy goes flying and Nami decides to stick with these guys for a while, cause why not? They then land on Syrup Village, where they meet God Usopp leading an entire army of
100,000 Usopp pirates! The crew bows down to him and begs him to join, and Usopp agrees out of the kindness of his heart!
That's not how it went down. Your village was attacked by the Kuro pirates.
Stop talking!
Just then, the crew decides that they are hungry, but unfortunately all the five guys are in the North Blue, so they settle for the Bratier, where they meet Sanji, one of the chefs who works there.
Welcome to Bratier. My name's Sanji. May I take your order?
I want milk!
I'll take a whiskey.
Sprite cranberry.
I'll take a lemonade, I guess.
Alright. 3 waters and a lemonade it is.
While everyone's eating, the notorious Don Krieg shows up and starts wreaking havoc. But no one cares about that, cause Mihawk, the greatest swordsman of one of the 7 warlords, pulls up. Zoro challenges him to a duel to prove his mettle and gets absolutely bodied. Mihawk decides to let Zoro live and tells him to get stronger. Oh, and Krieg got defeated too, I guess. Afterwards, Sanji decides to kick it with the crew and they all set off. Wait a minute, where's Nami? Turns out Nami stole the ship and is headed to Arlong Park, where it's revealed that she was actually working for a fisherman pirate named Arlong this entire time. Turns out Arlong took over her entire island and made a deal with Nami that if she can gather 100 million berries, he would leave. But just as she's about to give him the money, Arlong pays the Popo to steal it all from her. Afterwards, Luffy finds her and asks if she needs help, and she says yes. So together, the boys beat up those filthy fishmen. I don't know who you are, but Nami's my crew member. I'll kill you and the rest of you humans if you get in my way. Shut up, you goddamn nematode. Why don't you go back to the fish tank where you belong?
Whoa, a bit uncalled for, don't you think?
Come on, man, it's 2000, you can't say stuff like that anymore!
Oh, so now I'm the bad guy for calling this guy up? Once the fight is won, Nami joins the group permanently, and together they take off. With the squad finalized, they set off towards Logtown, the island before the Grand Line. At this point, Luffy gets his first bounty of 30 million and his crew is called the Straw Hat Pirates. After arriving, Nami buys clothes, Zoro gets a sword, Usopp has a shoot-off, and Sanji enters a cooking competition. And Luffy somehow ends up on the spot Gold Roger died and is about to get murdered, but is then struck by lightning. Awfully convenient. Then he gets chased by a marine with a nicotine addiction and is about to be captured, but then a hooded figure named Dragon steps in and saves them. Who are you?
Don't worry about it.
All of them manage to make it to the ship in one piece and set sail. Now the Straw Hats head toward the Grand Line, where all of their dreams will come true. Maybe.